Let me go ahead and hit the quick introduction. This is Wild That's Interesting, and you're with your boy Frank, and we about to get into it right now. So let's go ahead and see what's up and let's see what's going on in Somalia, see what the news has been saying.
At least 20 people were killed when Islamic militants stormed a hotel in Somalia's capital. Officials say the attack started last night with explosions outside the Hyatt Hotel before the gunmen entered the building. Somali forces were still trying to end the siege nearly 24 hours after the attack started. At least 40 other people were injured. The Islamic extremist group Al-Shabaab, which has ties to Al-Qaeda, claimed responsibility for the attack.
A sad update tonight in the search for a missing young Atlanta woman.
Okay. First and foremost, that's very unfortunate. I have nothing to say about that, really. I have no input. Like, that's just crazy. Some Islamic extremists, went to go, cause terrorist threats in Somalia. So, I mean, that's that, and that's an extreme side of Islam. That's unfortunate. And I don't believe all Muslims or people who believe in Islam are like that. That's just a very, very extreme side, and very unfortunate for that to happen. But since we're already on this, you know what I'm saying? A woman advanced in Atlanta townhome found dead, which is interesting because she's white. And I think that's the only reason why they put this on the news.
Savannah Sheets' family first told Fox 5 she'd been found this afternoon. In the past hour, Atlanta police confirmed the death of the young woman. Fox 5's Alex Whitler is live in northwest Atlanta, where police spent the afternoon investigating Alex to such a devastating outcome.
Yeah, it's a horrifying day for Savannah Sheets' family, Courtney. For hours, police were here at the corner of Springer and White Streets in northwest Atlanta investigating this block, this stretch of road. There was a white car here for a good period of time.
There's a lot of white things going on. Hold on, bro.
To do an interview.
Hold on, bro. I could have sworn it's a white lady that was missing and found dead. They're on White Road, and there's a white car. What's up with this white shit? Hold on, man. Let me make sure I heard that shit right. Hold up. I think I did. It says there in the caption.
Block, this stretch of road. There was a white car here for a good period of time. Here, investigating this block, this stretch of road. There was a white car here for
an outcome.
Yeah, it's a horrifying day for Savannah Sheets' family, Courtney. For hours, police were here at the corner of Springer and White Streets in northwest Atlanta investigating this block, this stretch of road. There was a white car here for a good period of time, and we were actually scheduled to do an interview not too far from the scene with Savannah Sheets' sister this afternoon. She's the one who started search parties for Savannah, but around 1:30, she texted me saying someone found Savannah's car. Then another loved one told me she was found. Police had been out here since at least 2 o'clock. We saw a family consoling one another as they scoured the area, and we did stay back out of respect. Then we ran into a woman who says she found Savannah by driving around the neighborhood. Just listen to this.
So I drove up one street, drove around the park, and this was like the second street I drove down. And I saw her car, and I had looked for the license plate, like I had memorized the first 3 digits, the letters, and...
That's kind of crazy. They found her, I believe they said in 2 days or whatever. People go missing every day, and yet this is on, full blast on social media, which is pretty interesting. Only reason why I say that is I think it's because she's white and she died. That's the only reason why this is on full blast everywhere. Other than that, it's an unfortunate situation. And, you got to be careful with your whereabouts. You got to be careful who you surround yourself. You got to be safe out here, fam. Especially young ladies in general. It can be a dangerous life for y'all if you don't put yourself in the right situation for women. I know too. There's a lot of there's crazies out there that'll do anything and whatever to women, and they don't give a fuck, and they're just, what's the word? Despicable, degenerate people out there. So, you know, if you need to get yourself some mace, get yourself a gun, something to protect yourself while you're out alone, out in this world, go ahead and do that, because ain't a fun world. I'm actually done with this video. I have no extra input. I don't have anything crazy to say. Let's go into Ricky Ross. I read something on the news that Rick Ross had a violation of Wingstop and somewhere in Mississippi. Let's go ahead and see what the deal is over here. See what the news is saying.
Unlock your full creative potential. Go to
Basically, the feds
fxhome.com
are
now
on.
and download the only video editing software you'll ever need. With a simple interface and
Okay, skip that.
over the years,
So basically, the feds got Rick Ross, Wingstop, under attack, due to ill business practice, underpaying people, underpaying their employees, charging their employees for, I guess, certain trainings and things like that. Man, some ghetto shit been happening over here, and especially in Mississippi, of all places. I feel like Mississippi, the state, is already crooked, and the fact that they're even further on making Mississippi or wherever they are in Mississippi even more corrupted is fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's so fucked up. I like it. Mississippi is one of those states that are like an outlier. It's the South. Like, you can say Texas is the South, but Mississippi, Alabama doesn't get any southern than that. Motherfucker, that's deep South. They run their world differently. Let's see what's going on.
Wingstop has become synonymous with Rick Ross after he opened multiple locations across the Mid-South.
I just know of him. That's all.
A new report by the U.S. Department of Labor suggests the Grammy Award-winning artist has been cooking up more than just fire music. It says Boss Enterprises violated labor laws.
Hold up. Why they gotta roast him like that? He's been cooking up more than just fire music. He be cooking up a federal rap sheet. Why they gotta, especially us, our people really be doing y'all wrong when it comes to these fucking statements, man. Cooking up more than just fire music. Oh man, they
locations in Mississippi.
That's horrible. That surprises me. Yes. It's horrible.
The federal agency says the company made employees pay for uniforms, safety training, background checks, and cash registers.
Damn. That's fucked up. Actually, I already know some construction companies that will make people pay for uniforms already. Background checks. I want to think there is companies that do that. But this is fucked up on all levels, bro. I feel like every business and company should pay for all those, like uniforms, safety training, background checks, cash register shortages. Man, that's some ghetto ass shit. That's all I gotta say. That's some ghetto ass shit. Oh, you short on the cash register? We gonna charge your ass. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. They running that shit like a jail in that motherfucker. Made them pay for uniforms, bro. Imagine you get hired from Wingstop and they just run that shit through your check. You're like, oh, you got your, I don't know how much they pay employees for Wingstop. Maybe $10 an hour, let's say, give or take. It's Mississippi. They may be still on the minimum wage for real. Pay these motherfuckers $7.25. Shit, I don't even think they were paying these motherfuckers $7.25 according to these statements. God damn. Yo.
shortages.
That'll make me not want to spend my money here. 'Cause if they work for their money and they're not making any money, so that'll make me not want to give them,
I wonder if this person, I don't know if this is a man or a lady, looks like a lady based on the purse, but definitely looks like a man in the face. I ain't gonna cap with y'all. If she just found that out today, or she been knowing, makes you feel like you don't want to spend your money here, but then again, here you are at Wingstop spending your money here. You feel me? There ain't no other Wingstop in Mississippi. I promise you. I'm pretty sure. They ain't got too many Wingstops over there in this town. They think that's the best wing. They still gonna go. It ain't gonna matter. They still gonna go. They still gonna go. They don't give a fuck.
on my money.
The Labor Department says those deductions caused employees' average hourly pay to fall below $7.25, the required federal minimum wage.
So the deductions caused the employees' average hourly pay to fall to $7.25, not the fact that they're deliberately paying them under $7.25. Okay, because a lot of people have been saying that, oh, they've been paying them under $7.25, but the deductions is what make them cost. That's fucked up. So they were probably already paying these motherfuckers probably no more than $9 an hour, and then you charging them left and right, like, you know what I'm saying? That's really fucked up, bro. And that Mississippi doesn't have the best economy either. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry, I have an Uber Eats coming, and you know these motherfuckers be acting like they can't find your shit. Anyways, yo, sorry, I got your boy. You see the Wingstop in the back. You know what the deal is. Anyways, that's crazy. Like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Shit, let me know if y'all want me to do the mukbang, you know what I'm saying? I be eating some motherfucking food. I be eating good too. So, let me know. But we're going to continue with this video.
They are also accused of allowing a 15-year-old to work past 10 on several occasions last summer.
Damn,
As
who's
a
snitching though,
result,
low
Ross
key?
Wing Enterprises was fined more than $100,000. Ross, a Clarksdale, Mississippi native, addressed the investigation on a social media post, saying in part, "When you're running a business, there will be mistakes, but as the biggest boss, you never make the same mistake twice. Remember this, most successful people don't take stumbling as a setback, but actually a stepping stone to greater things."
All in all, he is right. And you can't blame Rick Ross alone. You got to blame the company that he kept. So I believe it was his family that was running that business or those businesses there in Mississippi. And unfortunately, they weren't running their business practices properly. I don't know what got in their minds. I don't know what's going on because he obviously has other Wingstops, you know, around, I guess, the South as well, around the South in general. So you don't hear anything about those, but these specific ones in Mississippi, unfortunately, would run like a fucking ghetto block, bruh. Like, and unfortunately, it was his own family that was doing this. So, you know, as Rick Ross, if I was Rick Ross personally, because things happen in business that are not your control, especially if you're running the business from afar, right? You don't have your hands in the business. Even if you did have your hands in the business, at the same time, you still gonna make mistakes along the way. And I don't think he will ever make a moral mistake. This is more of a morale of business ethics mistake. And I don't think he would have done that if he was actually running it. I don't think he would have done that when he was actually. But mistakes will be made, but not to this level. Unfortunately, I believe like whenever you put a family in position and they don't understand, or they're not a good person, because I don't feel like what happens is that Rick Ross's family members are not good people if they're doing this. They're just not good people. Period. They just think they can do whatever, and they did just that, and it cost Rick Ross so much money because they're at the end of the day, he provided them an opportunity to go ahead and become something of themselves, and unfortunately, they fail. Rick Ross has to make a decision, whether to continue to do business with these particular family members or not. And I think he's going to cut them off because at the end of the day, look bad on his name, look bad on his company, his LLCs or whatever. And it's just an unfortunate situation. I don't believe Rick Ross would ever run his shit that way, personally, if he was hands-on. But again, going back to what I was saying, in general, if you are hands-off on your business, and let's say you've ran your business to a tight-knit ship, and you've basically hired a CEO, somebody to look over, and then let's say eventually through time, this CEO, this person that you have the face of the company, decides to go ahead and run it a completely different way, hire different type of managers and things like that, and it runs it to the ground. It's, what I'm saying? It looks bad on the actual owner. You know what I'm saying? It looks bad on him. Especially as a popular person like Rick Ross is. So, hiring people is the biggest part. Hiring good people is the biggest part of business too, which people don't understand. So it's unfortunate that he has to go through this. I don't think he's purposely ever trying to fuck over anybody. But this right here is just what happens when you don't hire good family members that understand business or understand business ethics to figure out a situation or to control a certain situation that's happening. You start acting a fool, and that's what they did. That's super unfortunate.
For customers, they just hope that those words will translate to action as Ross looks to restore faith in his businesses, one plate at a time.
It's not fair to the employees, and they should be held accountable.
Reporting in Mississippi, Jordan James, WREG, News Channel 3.
It's funny. They said reporting in Mississippi. I don't even know where in Mississippi this is at. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I don't think Rick Ross should be necessary. I mean, yes, he's held accountable. He hired these people, or he had his I believe his mother, from the stories I've read previously watching this video, he had his mother, sister, or whatever running this, and now understanding who they really are. And I guess he was trying to help family members to, have their own business and have their own operating things, so they don't have to work another 9 to 5. They can actually own and operate that. But at the end of the day, when they make mistakes, it's a mistake on Rick Ross as well. Unfortunately, he shouldn't have all the blame on this, as he was not in control of what was going on. Because I believe if he already knew, he would have already probably stopped this and put an end to this. Personally, that's how I believe. Because even though I do work my 9 to 5, I also run other businesses as well on the side. And right now, I'm strictly by myself. I don't have enough capital to go ahead and hire out other people. But I do understand with business that, when you do hire out other people, you're going to get a couple bad apples for sure. And, family members, you would love to work with them and build with them, because that's the importance of building the legacy of your last names. But sometimes you do have family members who are just not good people, or just not good business people, or have great business ethics. So hopefully Rick Ross can get through that situation. But I'm actually going to end the video right here. You see the Wingstop in the back. I'm about to grub on that shit. I believe I'm going to make some more videos after that, if I'm not too tired. Peace.
It's the wholesale.
Bitch. Get me the fuck out of here. Escape.
Real estate.
Escape
And what did that
working?
mean? Well, a big
Yo, get me the fuck up out of here, cuz. Alright. Yeah, have me watching this goofy ass ad. Yo, stop the show. Stop the show. How we start the recording, bitch? Did it already start? Was it even recording, huh?